morning, Thriends. It's May 15th, and we're on episode 11. I was redesigning my studio, so that's why there's like a new setup. It's the same room, I just had to switch some things around. I'm glad I did that because I got 10 episodes done, but I really needed that break. I also needed it just mentally. It'll work out nicely if I do 10 episodes and then break. So 10 episodes and then I take a week off. 10 episodes and I take a week off. So we're gonna be going up until episode 20 and then I'll skip a session. And I'm happy to be back. Happy to be introducing a new segment soon. It's not today that it's gonna happen. However, the news section of this GMT, I don't see why I can't have it done next for episode 12. So, stay tuned for that. I can't promise that because I don't even know what it looks like yet. But I'll probably experiment, and if I have something that I could show you, I'll put it out.
All right, time for rethreading. Deirdre, are half the users on here bots or people can't come up with their own threads? It's hard to say. It's a new platform, so I don't know if there's technology yet in place to come up with stuff. Like, I know on X that there's a lot of automation that can take place, but on Threads, I'm not too sure that really is a thing yet. But then again, there are a lot of bots, so maybe I'm completely off there. Every step, every fall, every rise is crafting a stronger you. Yeah, you know what? It's true. True dat. True and dat. Rise and shine, fam. Rise and shine. Rise and shine indeed. It's not really morning for me, but good morning anyway. Because you're a real one. Good night, sleep well. What even is this? Looks cool. How did your emails find you today? I don't even know what to say. How did your emails find you today? All right, you can do better than that, Google. Sunset vibes. Man, I want to be on a beach right now. Do unto pancakes as you would have them do unto you. That's fantastic. How many people do y'all engage with on Threads each day? Is there a max number and then you call it a day? There's no max number. It's more or less like I have a few days during the week where I'm focusing on Threads engagement and connecting with my audience. So during those days, I allot myself a designated time, not a number of people. So I'll just have a designated time. I pass that time, I'll give it a rest. And then throughout the day, I'm conscious of it because it's that day. But I don't do it every day. So that's how I do it. Maybe you do it differently. I desperately need to soak up the sun. Or maybe let the sun soak me up. I don't know. I don't know either. But both sound lovely. 20K. Congrats. Pretty dope. Gotta power through 3 more days until it's my weekend. Almost there, fam. Are you inventing things to do to avoid the important? Always. Gosh, you know what I've been doing lately? It's something I read in a book. The Power of One. Maybe it was in a book. Maybe he just talked about it on Ed Milet. Maybe he talked about it on a podcast or something. But he separates the day into 3 days, or I believe he does it like this. Maybe I'm paraphrasing it in a way, but the beginning of his day is one day, and then he'll have a second day from like 12 to 4, and then a third day from, 4 to 8, or whatever it is. I broke my days down into that, and what I do is each day, whenever the new day starts, I'm focusing on the biggest rocks and moving to the smallest pieces of sand. What does that mean? Well, if you take a fish tank and you put the sand in first, then the small pebbles, and then the slightly bigger rocks, and then the stones, you're not going to be able to fit the stones in. Just the way that you piled it in, you're not going to be able to fit everything in. So you work backwards. You put the big stones in first, then the little pebbles, and then you can dust everything with sand, and you'll be able to fit everything into that box. So the idea of attacking the big stones first each day, and if I separate my day into 3 days, then I get 3 big stones done every single day, no matter what, because that's what I'm focused on consciously. That's just something that I do for myself. Now, explaining this to Tim Ferriss, I'm not going to do. However, maybe he'll watch this. And on that note, done. Strength is the ability to look within and find the catalyst for growth. Truth. Truth, Cena. Let's do some Thriend highlights. Mr. Yoga. Good morning, Threads. Happy Thursday. This picture is sick. Come on. Look how cool this is. This is such a good picture. It's such a good image. I know it's AI generated. I think. But still, sometimes these AI images just make your jaw drop. Stacy, good morning. Life without coffee? Depresso. I just know it's silly, but it made me chuckle. So Stacy gets the shout out. Milana, good morning, Thriends. Well, first off, good morning, Thriends. So you got to show some love there, right? But at the same time, this looks pretty cool. It just looks beautiful. Like, where is she? I need to be there, right? Beautiful, beautiful. And Broken Rose, I've been seeing her at her job. She has these videos over and over. They're very similar videos of her, I guess, at work. And she's just having a good time in every single one. I just have to show her some respect and some love because she's just having a blast. She's just having a good time.
I woke up.
Mixing around, not doing much, but just loving life.
So it's Dorito casserole.
Dorito casserole. Let's go. Had to shout her out. And it'd be cool if airports had gyms. Yeah, I guess. Welcome to today's segment of Ad for My Wife. Today's sponsor is Fireflies.ai. Fireflies.ai is a AI software which you can download via the web. This AI will listen to your meetings and give you summaries at the end of these meetings. It'll also record a transcript of your meetings in case you have to refer back to it at a later time, which I did find myself doing. I've been using Fireflies AI for about, I want to say 2 months, probably a month and a half. I've found it very valuable. There are times where very important meetings take place and I need to go back into those notes and refer to maybe some figures that were talked about or some important information that I need to grab. I also love it as an accountability tool, which I don't think I thought of out of the gate, but when managing a team or trying to be accountable to other leaders on your team, the summaries that the AI can send you at the end of your meetings, you can copy and paste those and send them out to the leadership team so that way they know, what went on during the meeting and where you're at now. So I find that to be very, very helpful. So I advise you to check it out. And if you're interested in giving it a go and look at the link that I provide in this threads. Please use the link that I give. And I'd appreciate that. And I hope that it works out for you. It worked out for me, so probably will for you too. Just any comments that you have about this specific AI tool, put it in the comments. Have you used this before? What are your thoughts about it? That way in the future, in case anyone else stumbles upon this, they'll have some feedback for themselves too. Thanks. Enjoy your coffee.